Motorcycling, or the idea of a motor on a bicycle, has an incredible history that dates back to the steam engine days of early 1800s. The world of motorized bicycles would not see any improvements until the 1860s, when a Frenchman called Pierre Michaud designed a bicycle with pedals, which led to his son Ernest to design the first working steam-powered bicycle in 1867. An American man, E.J. Pennington, designed a bike that could reach speeds of 58 miles per hour using the invention of the internal combustion engine. He was also the first person to use the term motorcycle. The invention of the internal combustion engine sparked a dramatic increase in motorcycle companies, such as Harley-Davidson, Indian Motorcycles, Triumph, and countless others all over the world. The race to make the best motorcycle over the past 100 years has made many interesting designs to motorcycles, from its original production styles, such as the invention of the sidecar, three-wheeled trike bikes, smaller sports bikes, the easy-to-drive cruisers for everyday person, scooters for the city-living person who wants to save on gas, and choppers meant for comfort and a beautiful design. Now, the question to ask oneself is, why do millions of people drive motorcycles if it is deemed dangerous by almost every safety association in the U.S. and travel hundreds of miles to come together with other bikers? The answer to that question is unity. State your name, age, and role in this documentary.
My name's Patrick Sunday, and I am 21 years old, and I am doing this I'm making a motorcycle documentary to get the better viewpoint of motorcycling out to the general public.
What inspired your passion into making a motorcycle documentary?
My inspiration actually came pretty much from my father, who pushed me to go get my motorcycle license with me and my brother. But I've always been interested in motorcycles growing up, so it was just great that my dad pushed me to go get it.
Why did you pick the events you did to go film?
I picked these events to do this film because to get the whole positive image, the whole unity of motorcycling, I did motorcycle rallies, I did charity rides, and I also did a motorcycle show to show all the different aspects of motorcycling.
And how was your experience at the Roar to Shore event down in Wildwood back in 2011?
That event was awesome. It was from a Thursday to a Sunday, and I rented a hotel room Thursday to Sunday, so I was there from when it started to when it ended, and it was just an amazing experience. There were so many bikers down there. I was blown away by how overtaken the bikers took over Wildwood, and just to see the bikers get together, I've never seen that before, so it was an amazing experience.
And I am the marketing director for Roar to the Shore and One Off Marketing.
I'm Paul Boubour. I'm a board member of the Cape Classics Motorcycle Club, former chairman of Roar to the Shore, and our club works diligently throughout the year to bring these rallies into this area, Wildwood. This is our hometown. This is where we go do it. Roar to the Shore event started back in the 90s. We actually started with the Harley's owner group known as HOG. It was known as the HOG Rally in the early days. But because we all weren't HOG members, we branched off and it just took off from there. HOG is no longer here by their own choice. And so we just took over everything, and it's working out really good.
We've had a few years with hurricanes, so that obviously deters people. But this year has been one of our better years, and I expect we had probably 95,000 bikers in and out of town. throughout the weekend. We are at a pretty good spot, so we have a lot of people that come down just for the day. So that's what makes it really special.
Our objective was to have a good time, do our thing, but also give back to our community and our country. And we started like the toy runs. People may not know what a toy run is, but get together, bikers, bring a toy, we have a party. We donate the toys to, in this case in Wildwood, we donate to Fraternal Order of Police. They distribute them throughout the city. We do a toy run for the Toys for Tots, U.S. Marine Corps. In December, they go to the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve, Toys for Tots. And this rally was started that we can promote Wildwood as a good destination for bikers, and it became fabulous. And again, if you walk around the rally, you'll see a lot of charities that come off of this for animals, for children with cancer, for all types of stuff. And that's our objective, and we have a wonderful time doing it.
I think they're unified because bikers get a bad rap. Most of them are bigger and they get a bad rap, but they're really great people and they come together to show their unity and their brotherhood.
It's a subculture, it's fun, and it is legal, contrary to some people's belief. A lot of people look at bikers and disgust and whatnot, but I tell you, it's not that way. You can trust a biker and whatnot. They're just down-to-earth people, for the most part. Now, there's a few bad eggs here and there, but they're outweighed tremendously by the good guys.
You also got a chance to film inside the 2012 International Motorcycle Show as well as press passes for press day. How was that experience?
That experience was probably number 2 on my list, next to the Wildwood Rally, because that was the best experience on looking at motorcycles. Even though the Wildwood had 100,000 bikes that were probably there, the International Motorcycle Show had a lot more custom bikes that I've never seen before. There was a lot more new bikes that you saw because it was more brand name, from Suzuki to Yamaha, Ducati, a new company called Zero Bikes, and it was just a great experience because you saw so many people come to basically Google all over these bikes, and I mean, I did too, but I was taping it, so I had to behave myself.
What is the event today at the Javits Center? What it's all about?
Well, this is one of the stops on all 12, so we have 12 stops across the country, and this is the 31st Annual Progressive International Motorcycle Show. So this is the biggest event for us across the tour. Long Beach is one of the big ones out there in Los Angeles, but New York is the biggest venue for us with more than 500 motorcycles under one roof.
And what was your favorite part of that event?
Favorite part of that event was when I got to interview the Smage, one of the Smage brothers, because that was probably one of the most influential people that I've ever talked to, only because they've seen so much, and now they have a road tour. And even though these guys are young, 24, 25, when I talked to them, interviewed them, they gave me pieces of advice that I still use to this day.
Hello, and I'm here with
Phil Smaggi, one half of Smaggi Bros Riding Shows.
All right, Smaggi. Now, of course, your guys were on America's Got Talent and everything. But when did you start getting into motorcycling?
We both got introduced about the same time, around 10 years old. Our parents, they met at a racetrack, and so they had always had motorcycling in the family. Our dad introduced us to us, and we just really took to it and haven't stopped since.
Awesome, awesome, man. Now, what was the best experience you ever had? Was it going on to America's Got Talent, or?
I don't think it was actually the experience of being on America's Got Talent, it was the outcome from the show. Not only did we give our shows more exposure and our sport of trials more exposure, but we were able to shed a positive light on motorcycling as a whole, which right now there's a lot of negative viewpoints on motorcycling. They think injury, they think death, they think pollution, and we were able to show actually the whole nation that, you know, two clean-cut kids from Wisconsin, farm boys, can go and take their, you know, we don't got tattoos, we're not all crazy, you know, we just love to ride bikes.
Oh, millions of people are enthused with motorcycling. So why do you think it's so unified between like motorcyclists?
I gotta say, it's freedom. You know, you're not inside a cage going down the road in a car. You know, you're outside. You're one with Earth, one with nature. You got the wind, everything, and then it's just like, for us personally, it's the challenge. It's the personal challenge that you can set to yourself. Our sport, that's what it's all about, is just challenging yourself with obstacles seemingly impossible to you, but you push yourself and you progress until you can overcome them. And I think, you know, that relates a lot to just everyday life. You know, there's obstacles in life, much like there's obstacles in riding, in racing, and all that stuff. And so it's those challenges that keep you coming back. And really, I mean, once you're bit by the motorcycle bug, you know, you got it for life.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Charity ride that benefited the 200 Club of Bergen County back in May. Can you tell us what that was about?
Yes, that was a charity ride to raise money for the 200 Club of Bergen County. That was to raise money for injured or killed people in the line of duty, such as police officers, firefighters, EMTs, volunteer EMSs. We all met up at the courthouse in Hackensack, and we took basically 208 to 287, and then took 78 all the way to Liberty State Park. So it was about a 2-hour ride. The police, it was a police escorted, so all the highways were blocked off strictly for us bikers. I want to say there was about 450 of us or more. I didn't get a final count, but it seemed about that many. So it was a big event. I know they raised a lot of money for it.
So, after your experiences making this documentary, what else would you like to add?
I just want to add that, you know, get away from the negative image, and because motorcycling it's a unified. When I first picked up motorcycling, you know, it was just, you know, well, I didn't think much of it. I just thought of it more of like a sport, you know, on two wheels. It's just, you know, a vehicle on two wheels that I liked enjoying. And as I got more and more, I've never found a unity. I've gone to car shows and car rallies, and the unity among motorcycling is just way far beyond anything from automobile rallies and so forth. The connection is there that I've never felt before. So to see that, I just want to get the positive image out about motorcycling, and I hope this documentary does that.